Monday, March 8th is International Women's Day. It's a day of activism to celebrate the women's suffrage movement and also bring awareness about issues of discrimination, human rights, equality. Some local activists are sharing their voices through a powerful social media campaign and a march planned to take place right here in Jacksonville tomorrow. Joining me now live is the president of Women's March Florida, Bonnie Hendrix. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Jen. Thank you for having me.
So, Bonnie, I know that you were part of the Women's March in Washington, D.C. back in 2017. Can you describe briefly what that was like for you and what you feel that the group has been able to accomplish since then?
Well, it was a powerful experience. And just to clarify, I am part of the local chapter here, which is part of Women's March Florida. But the experience from the Washington, D.C. movement, I think what it did is it empowered women to speak up. For me personally, it empowered me to use my voice more on behalf of women for equality. And I think it created a movement that's continuing. It's taking different shapes and different forms right now, but I think it's still going strong.
So we have a pretty powerful clip from the social media campaign that's raising awareness about some of the issues. It's called Choose to Challenge. Let's listen for a minute, and then I'd like to ask you about it.
And this is your chance to add your own chapter, to call out racism and sexism, and use courage to rub it out, to stand where the rest of the world has chosen to sit, to call it out at home, at work, at school, bit by bit. To scream where the world has chosen to whisper, not just for your daughter, your mother, or your sister. Let us choose to challenge.
I love that energy and that passion. What do you think, Bonnie, are the greatest challenges for women in 2021?
Well, we're still fighting for equality. I mean, whether it be pay equity, especially for women of color who lag behind even white women in pay equity, still fighting for a seat at the table. We make up over half of the population, but yet we still don't occupy half the seats in the boardroom or in the elected offices. And I think that still the balance of home life balance is a challenge, especially given COVID. The evidence is proving now that women are much more greatly impacted by COVID as far as sharing responsibilities, educating the children, job loss. So those stressors are falling more heavily upon women than they are men. So I think it's really trying to find an equitable balance in life, in all areas of our life.
Tomorrow, there is at James Weldon Park, there will be an event. For people and women who are watching this, who have felt like they don't have a voice or have been hesitant for whatever reason, whatever their family dynamic is, to speak up, is this an opportunity for them to get involved? I mean, what could they expect attending tomorrow starting at noon?
Well, tomorrow is our International Women's Day celebration. In pursuit of equality and justice is the theme. We've made great progress, and you know, we need to uplift and celebrate the progress that we've made. And we also need to re-energize ourselves and remind ourselves that there's still work that needs to be done for ourselves, for our children, and for our grandchildren in order to make it a more balanced life. And especially for women of color and minorities who suffer disparate impact of the inequitable conditions that we live in. So they can expect to come out and hear speakers that remind us of the progress we've made, that inspire us to continue the struggle, to continue the community work that we're doing, the advocacy work that we're doing, and to remind us where those challenges lie and that we need to join together as women to approach each challenge.
It's amazing what a collective voice can do. Bonnie Hendrix, who is the president of the Women's March Florida, joining us via Zoom this morning. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.